Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will continue to guide your life and you will call it fate. This quote from Carl Jung reveals something profound. You are being led by forces you do not fully understand. These forces are not external but reside within your unconscious mind, in what we call the shadow self. Today, I will show you how this often neglected part of who you are can become your greatest source of transformation. Imagine if all your current struggles, repetitive patterns, and emotional blocks were caused by repressed aspects of your unconscious mind. What you are about to discover is not just a concept but a practical method to achieve true individuation. Stay with me until the end, because you will learn how to integrate your shadow self and unlock your fullest potential. To begin this journey, we must first understand who you really are. Understanding archetypes, who you really are. Carl Jung identified 4 main archetypes that shape our lives: the persona, anima/animus, hero, and shadow. Each represents a facet of who we are and how we interact with the world. The first, the persona, is the mask we wear to adapt to societal expectations. While necessary, the persona often disconnects us from our true selves. Behind the persona, we find the anima or animus, the feminine and masculine energies within each of us. These energies govern our creativity, emotions, and ability to form deep connections with others. When repressed, they can create emotional blocks and hinder spiritual growth. But when balanced, they become powerful allies on the path to spiritual and personal development. The third archetype, the hero, is the part of you that seeks to overcome challenges and achieve goals. It represents your inner strength and your will to grow. However, the hero alone cannot bring harmony, as it lacks one essential piece: the shadow self. What many fail to realize is that the hero's greatest power lies in the integration of the shadow. The shadow self is where your hidden fears, repressed desires, and immense untapped power reside. This part of you, often feared and rejected, is the key to individuation. Individuation, according to Jung, is the process of integrating all parts of yourself to create inner harmony. Without integrating the shadow, you are only living a fraction of your potential. When you embrace your shadow, you unlock not only personal growth but also the manifestation of your life's purpose. It's like opening a door to a deeper level of consciousness and authenticity. This integration allows for true balance between the conscious and the unconscious. But before learning how to integrate it, we must understand why so many people feel stuck in repetitive patterns. Understanding these archetypes and their interactions is the first step to unlocking your potential. They are not separate entities but interconnected aspects that, when balanced, bring clarity and purpose. Understanding the shadow self is essential for achieving spiritual and emotional growth. Now, let's explore how the shadow might be affecting your life without you even realizing it. Why do you feel stuck? Many people feel stuck because they are trapped in patterns they don't fully understand. These patterns stem from the unconscious, which governs 90% of our daily actions. It holds repressed memories, unresolved emotions, and limiting beliefs that shape our decisions. The question is, how do we access these hidden parts and unlock our true potential? The unconscious acts as a mirror, subtly reflecting your insecurities. For example, dreams may reveal aspects of your personality that you try to ignore. They expose hidden desires, fears, and even opportunities for spiritual growth. These signs are invitations to explore what you've been repressing. Suppressing the shadow self doesn't mean it disappears. It simply finds other ways to express itself. Anxiety, frustration, and emotional blocks are often manifestations of parts of you that have been pushed down. These signs might seem like external problems, but they originate within. Recognizing this is the first step to breaking the cycle. Repressing the shadow self also prevents the manifestation of your deepest goals. How can you attract abundance if you're repressing essential aspects of who you are? Spiritual growth is only possible when you accept all parts of yourself. This acceptance paves the way for personal and emotional development. Many people fear confronting their shadows because they believe they will uncover something wrong with themselves. But the shadow self is not an enemy, it's a part of you seeking balance and expression. When you stop fighting against it, you experience relief and inner harmony. This harmony allows you to live more authentically. Now that we understand why the shadow is so powerful, we need to learn how to bring these parts into the light. But how can we do this without fear or judgment? Let's explore the importance of vulnerability and how it can transform your relationship with yourself and others. The importance of vulnerability and authenticity. Vulnerability is a word that often makes us uncomfortable, yet it's essential for spiritual growth. From an early age, we are taught that vulnerability is a sign of weakness, especially in a society that values strength and control. For men, it's seen as a lack of masculinity. for women as an inability to meet expectations. But vulnerability is, in fact, an act of courage that opens the door to authentic connection. Being vulnerable means being willing to face and express your deepest emotions. When you allow yourself to be truthful, even if it means admitting flaws, you create space for deeper relationships. Vulnerability removes the fear of judgment, enabling you to connect with others on a genuine level. This connection is crucial for unlocking personal growth and inner harmony. In spiritual development, vulnerability is what allows you to integrate your shadow self. Without vulnerability, you will continue to suppress important aspects of yourself, perpetuating emotional blocks. Authenticity, on the other hand, creates space for acceptance and transformation. Being authentic means staying true to your real self without worrying about external expectations. Authenticity also brings practical benefits, such as improving your intuition and mental clarity. When you are aligned with who you truly are, your decisions become more confident and assertive. This positively impacts all areas of your life, from relationships to career. Personal and spiritual growth happens naturally when you live according to your essence. The path to vulnerability can be challenging, especially if you carry wounds from the past. These wounds are often what prevent you from fully opening up to yourself and others. But by facing these barriers, you discover that vulnerability is a transformative strength. And through it, you can finally begin to integrate your shadow. So let's dive into a practical exercise to start unlocking your shadow self. You will learn how to explore these hidden parts safely and powerfully, bringing aspects to light that can transform your life. What has been the most powerful insight for you so far? Share your thoughts in the comments. Commenting helps you process and internalize the lessons from the video while connecting with a community of people seeking personal and spiritual growth. By sharing your perspective, you can inspire others and gain valuable insights from those who are on the same journey as you. The Shadow Self Unlocking Exercise. Integrating the shadow self is a powerful and transformative process, but it requires practice and intention. The first step is to create a safe space where you can explore the repressed parts of yourself. For this, you need something simple: a notebook or even the Notes app on your phone. In this exercise, you will start creating what we will call the shadow document. In the shadow document, list 5 characteristics, attitudes, and behaviors you believe you have been repressing. Think about the aspects you avoid showing others out of fear of judgment or rejection. For example, this could be a tendency toward extreme competitiveness, critical thoughts, or emotions like envy. Do not judge yourself as you write. Your goal is to observe without fear or guilt. The next step is to give your shadow self a name. Naming this part of yourself helps to give it form and consciousness, transforming what was once unknown into something you can recognize. It also creates a healthy separation, allowing you to observe these aspects without fully identifying with them. Remember, the goal is not to erase your shadow but to integrate it in a balanced way. As you begin exploring these characteristics, take note of how they manifest in your daily life. When do these attitudes arise? How do they affect your decisions and emotions? This process of conscious observation transforms repression into acceptance and clears space for spiritual and emotional growth. Finally, commit to revisiting your shadow document regularly, at least for 2 weeks. You will start noticing changes, more vivid dreams, unexpected emotions, and even new insights about yourself. These are signs that your shadow is being integrated and that your unconscious is harmonizing with your conscious mind. This exercise is just the beginning. It lays the foundation for a deeper level of individuation, where you become a complete and authentic version of yourself. But how does the shadow directly affect your intuition and your ability to make aligned decisions? Let's explore that in the next section. The role of intuition in shadow integration. Your intuition is a powerful compass, but it is often drowned out by the noise of the unconscious. When you repress your shadow self, you create a disconnection from this inner wisdom. Intuition is your deepest connection to what is true and aligned for you. To access it fully, you must integrate all parts of who you are. The shadow self can block your intuition by projecting fear and insecurity onto your decisions. For example, if you fear rejection, you might ignore opportunities that truly resonate with your purpose. This happens because your shadow creates barriers between you and your authentic essence. Integrating the shadow is like wiping a fogged-up glass to see clearly again. One way to reconnect with your intuition is through mindfulness practices. Techniques like meditation and journaling help quiet internal noise and allow you to hear your inner voice. When you let your intuition guide your actions, your decisions become more authentic and powerful. Spiritual growth begins to flow naturally. Spiritual development is directly tied to trusting your intuition. The more you integrate the shadow self, the more precise and reliable your intuition becomes. This not only improves your relationship with yourself but also with the world around you. Aligned intuition is the key to manifesting your goals more easily. Remember, intuition is not something you need to create. It is already within you. Your shadow is merely a temporary obstacle that can be removed with practice and patience. When your intuition and shadow work together, you become a conscious creator of your reality. To better understand how this impacts your body and mind, let's delve into the science behind shadow integration. The science behind shadow integration. Integrating the shadow self is not just a philosophical concept. It has a scientific foundation. Research shows that accepting and expressing repressed emotions reduces activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear and anxiety. This lowers stress levels and enhances your ability to make clear, rational decisions. Science confirms that shadow integration brings tangible benefits to mental health. Beyond the brain, accepting the shadow self also reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. When you stop fighting against aspects of yourself, your body enters a state of balance. This strengthens your immune system and increases emotional resilience. Put simply, accepting your shadow transforms not just your mind but also your physical health. Shadow integration is also associated with higher levels of mental clarity. People who accept their negative emotions experience fewer internal conflicts and greater focus on their goals. This clarity allows you to concentrate on what truly matters instead of wasting energy fighting yourself. It creates a direct path to spiritual growth and the manifestation of your desires. Studies in positive psychology show that emotional acceptance is linked to higher levels of happiness and fulfillment. When you stop repressing parts of yourself, you feel more whole and aligned. This strengthens your confidence and ability to form meaningful connections with others. Personal development begins with accepting who you are. Shadow integration allows you to achieve individuation, the state of complete balance described by Carl Jung. This is the point where all parts of your being work together in harmony. Science and spirituality converge in this process, proving that integrating the shadow self is essential for a balanced life. In the next section, I'll share how this applies to my personal journey. My story, from suppression to abundance. For years, I lived trapped by the expectations society imposed on me. I was taught to follow a safe path, study hard, get a good job, avoid risks, and conform. While I appeared successful on the surface, I felt something was missing, as if I was ignoring an essential part of myself. It was the suppression of my shadow self that held me back from personal and spiritual growth. My journey began when I decided to explore the aspects of myself I had been avoiding. I discovered fears, insecurities, and repressed desires that silently shaped my actions. At first, it was uncomfortable because I believed acknowledging these parts of myself meant admitting weakness. But the more I observed my shadow, the more I realized it was a source of strength, not an enemy. When I started integrating my shadow, extraordinary changes began to unfold. I let go of the fear of judgment and began living more authentically. This transformation not only improved my relationship with myself but also enhanced my relationships and career. The spiritual growth I experienced was accompanied by a newfound clarity, purpose, and confidence. This transformation wasn't easy, but it was deeply rewarding. I discovered that repressing the shadow self was the root cause of my emotional blocks, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. By accepting all parts of myself, I unlocked a level of freedom I never thought possible. I went from feeling stuck to manifesting abundance in every area of my life. Looking back, I now see that the greatest obstacle to my success was myself. My personal growth began the moment I stopped fighting against who I truly was. Integrating my shadow self not only transformed my life but also showed me that everyone has the ability to live fully and authentically. But this journey isn't just about me, it's about how you can do the same. Now it's time to reflect on how the acceptance and integration of your shadow self can open the doors to a life of purpose and harmony. You are closer than you think to unlocking your potential and manifesting everything you desire. Living your truth. Integrating your shadow self is more than just a practice. It is a commitment to your authenticity. The shadow holds the repressed aspects of who you are but also harbors immense power. By acknowledging it, you not only dissolve emotional blocks but also align with your true purpose. Individuation, as Carl Jung described, is the path to living fully. When you accept all parts of yourself, you unlock true inner harmony. This creates a solid foundation for spiritual, emotional, and personal growth. Your intuition becomes clearer, your decisions more aligned, and your life more balanced. What once seemed like an obstacle transforms into an opportunity for growth. Accepting your shadow also impacts your relationships, allowing for deeper and more meaningful connections. When you stop hiding who you truly are, those around you feel encouraged to do the same. This creates a positive cycle of authenticity and mutual support. Your life becomes a reflection of the balance you have achieved within. But remember, integrating your shadow is a continuous process. New challenges and repressed aspects may arise over time. The difference is that now you have the tools to face them with courage and confidence. This practice of constant acceptance is what keeps you aligned with your essence. Now it's your turn to embark on this journey of individuation. Use what you've learned in this video to explore and integrate your shadow step by step. Remember, your shadow self is not your weakness. It is your strength waiting to be revealed. Live your truth, and the world around you will begin to reflect the harmony you have created within. If this content helped you understand more about the power of the shadow self and how it can transform your life, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell to receive more content that will elevate your journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Share this video with someone you know who needs to hear this message. You could be the reason for someone else's transformation today.